You think Chrissy's down the line is more, do you think she likes that one better than her cross court?
Yeah, I think so. Especially when Martina's making that tough approach and Chrissy is stretched. She has to go down the line.
Second serve for Evert. We're even at 3 games apiece here in the second set.
She's made more than one shot. She's complaining she hasn't made any, but
well, she's missed a ton of them though on that baseline on that end.
I think she needs to get this game and break Chris. She wants to get ahead for once in the match.
Ball was good. First serve.
Ball was dead. The call you heard was fault. Ball was dead, so this will be first serve.
David Robichaud on the chair changed the call of the lines person.
First serve.
It was 15 all. 15 all.
I don't think Chrissy can afford to let down at this point. I think if she loses this game, it's going to be a completely different match.
Yeah, the momentum will switch over to Martina.
That was a near genius shot, but here we got Chrissy coming in, and she comes in on a good short ball deep with Martina's backhand. But again, both of them are lobbing well today. They're using the wind well. Chrissy tries a shot that's a little bit risky, but she would look like a genius if she'd made it.
15-30.
We see 2 points where Chris came to the net and lost the point.
This is by far the closest that Martina has been to breaking serve in the match.
Great shot.
30-40.
Here we see Chris basically toying with Martina in the baseline and then hitting a beautiful backhand down the line right in the corner.
That couldn't have been a better shot.
We go. Martina is ahead 15-40, and we're at deuce.
Martina hit that shot. I thought she'd really nailed it, but so she couldn't have missed it by too much. But all it takes is an inch or two.
First serve.
That hit the net. Navratilova.
We see Martina going for a high topspin lob to Chrissy's backhand. She's way off the court. Martina comes in.
She kind of snuck in there. I don't know.
Snuck in, yeah.
She was there.
Put the volley away.
What a shot.
She's getting much more aggressive.
Navratilova breaks serve for the first time and takes a 4-3 lead in the second set.
This is the last point of the game there. Martina hits a good stretch volley there just to keep the ball in play, and Chrissy tries to go back down the line. Martina's waiting there for her. That's a good stretch volley. Of course, she had open court. She's just, you know, you can tell just by the way she hit that ball that she's going to take that game and run.
Well, the coiffed hair has been blown a little bit in the air, but
I noticed your dew was a little askew, Greg.
It's all gone, I think. But it's a great day. It is, as we saw earlier, around 85, but the humidity is low. And it's a great day for tennis. And now, let's talk strategy here. Navratilova, that you mentioned during the point, Jim and Kathy, that was a real big one because, you know, we mentioned before, 6-love first set. So what? It's only one set. And now Martina is at least ahead in this one, and she can even the thing up if she just holds serve.
Martina's serving now, 4-3. She's up a break. She's with the win. So she definitely has the momentum in her favor.
She's just been gritty. I think, you know, she's really hung in there through those games when she just didn't feel like she was playing well.
Here was the way the players were seated coming into the tournament, and you see on the right the world ranking. Navratilova and Evert 2 and 3 in the world, 1 and 2 in this.
Well, you know,
Zina Garrison.
The Houston fans were a little disappointed Lori McNeil went out early in the singles, but we're going to get a chance to see her. She'll be playing in the doubles final this afternoon.
Zina Garrison also against each other, actually. All right, we're just set to go. Navratilova serving. Going after the dump, and a better return.
Chrissy's balls just don't have the bite on those drop shots that Martina's had. Martina can hit that ball and just make it drop dead, whereas Chrissy's is just a little bit more likely to sit up a bit.
Martina's looking like a different person now, isn't she?
She's rolling now.
She also shows there, doesn't she, the importance of getting her first serve in, because she's got a hard, powerful first serve, and it's a real world of difference.
Yeah, her whole game is based on that serve. If she's not getting it in, she's in trouble.
Nice passing
Great
shot.
shot.
Chrissy's got a few tricks left in her bag, I think.
30-15.
Ball looked like it wavered up there a little bit. Now, some players decide they're not going to lob as much on a windy day. Personally, I think if you can control the lob at all, that it's worth it to lob on a windy day because it's so much tougher to hit that overhead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Late fault call.
It was long time.
I don't think Martina complained about the call. She kind of wanted to call a little quicker.
Oh my gosh,
Super shot. Super shot.
I thought Martina hit the perfect approach there.
Yeah.
30-40.
Here's Chrissy stretching way wide. She goes from being way behind on the point to all of a sudden winning a point with a clean winner. Chrissy's got some determination of her own today.
Yeah, you're right.
Dust in the eyes. Martina takes off the glasses. Perspiration, perhaps.
There it is again.
You can't throw the ball that close.
Hey, it's uncanny.
So the service break that Navratilova got in the last game is given right back.
Normally, if a player comes in on the opponent who's behind the baseline, the odds are in favor of the incoming approacher. But Martina had Chris way back, and Chris has pulled it out, like, you know, three times in that one game.
It's very interesting now, 4-all. What was that?
Yeah, Martina's wondering what was that also. Tough ball. Shot.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
15 all.
As soon as she got the slice advantage there, she snuck into the net.
15 all.
Chris and Martina. Martina slides one down the line. You can see Chris is stretched out. So Martina sees it, sneaks in, puts that volley away.
That's a great move.
Second serve. Just can't do anything with those when they're placed like that.
I think the thing to notice about Chrissy in that situation is that here we're going to get a chance to see her do it. Martina's going to look for the chance to come in here. Here it is. She goes deep to Chrissy's forehand. Now, Chrissy just stays so calm. She doesn't overreact to those shots. It's real easy to panic and try too good a shot. At least it's easy for me.
Enough to panic?
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
30 all.
30 all.
Oh.
40-30.
40-30.
Fans are trying to get Martina geared up here again. I think they'd like to see a 3-7 match.
I think that if the court were 6 inches longer, this would be a real close match.
Maybe she's been practicing on a different court.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
There's a story in the early days of the tour when they had put together a center court that was different than the courts that they'd been playing on the rest of the tournament. And the guys were noticing that when they served, they could hit the crud out of the ball on one end, and they couldn't get a serve in from the other end. It turned out that they had misaligned the service box, so it was 3 feet longer on one side, 3 feet shorter on the other.
Quite a difference.
Advantage goes to Evert.
That's another enforced error by Martina. And Chris the ad to go 5-4.
There it is again.
Got to it and got it over and 2. Chris returned it.
Oh, that's a great shot. Well, Martina was in real trouble on this one. She came in. Now, she barely tips this. This is a great extension and jump. Chrissy's in pretty good control there. Martina just made that passing shot look easy.
You can just see the difference between the serve and volley of Martina and Chris at the net.
Yeah, her agility is amazing.
back at deuce.
Martina coming in behind the second serve.
No.
You're right.
There she had an easy shot. And she tried to do a little bit too much. And that's because Chris has been passing her, hitting her this great lob, so she's trying to do just a little too much with the approach shot.
There's such a fine line there. You do too little and Chrissy hurts you, and you do too much and you miss it.
So Evert wins the game. Now leads it 5-4. She's one game away from taking this one in 2 straight. We'll be right back. Nation in the 40s, but you're about to have to go up another notch, aren't you, Jim? I didn't want to bring.
You would have to bring it up. Well, you know, the nice thing is, see, you can keep on playing down. It's just that they don't let you play up. I can't play in the 50s yet, Greg.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Also, the pro at the Houston Racket Club, as we take a look at our competitors. Martina Navratilova making some adjustments to the racket.
She looks like she's putting in those little, she's trying to save her.
Stringlings or whatever they call them.
Yeah, trying to save her. I'm sure she's using gut.
You know, I think this is maybe a chance to talk about this rivalry. I mean, this has to be one of the most enduring sports rivalries in any sport in history. I can't think of a more enduring rivalry than this one's been.
And a friendly one, too.
Wasn't always that way at the beginning. They were, I think, when Chris was #1 and Martina was the challenger. You used to hear some things said between the two. Now they respect each other for what they are. I guess that's the security of being a veteran who's won anywhere between $9 and $12 million. Just one great contrast. Chris has been able to hit the lob to that end. Martina's not been able to hit anything to that end. Keep it in.
Yeah, she really has struggled this whole day. Chrissy 3 points away now. Still 3.
15 all.
Martina not serving appreciably better than she was in the first set. She's getting slightly more than half of her first serves in now.
Second serve.
We're going to see Martina on the replay. Taking this rather short ball, whacking the forehand. It's a little short, and Chris just places that forehand down the line.
She's just been threading the needle. I mean,
yeah.
Every one of those is landing with the foot on the line.
Martina has not made the shots, and Chris has. If you want to just succinctly condense the whole match into one phrase.
You really have a knack for that.
Condensing that thing. It's
That was crucial. Chris is 2 points away from winning the match. This is pressure for Martina right here.
missed it again.
Great return by Chris.
Well, it was a great return. Pressure for Chris?
That's sure. Martina now has to hold it or it's over.
think what'll be interesting is if Martina serves and volleys here.
Ouch. Deuce.
She stood back on that first serve. She's thinking about it.
Deuce.
Frustration, but at the same token,
now we'll see Martina again having to decide whether to come to serve and volley or stay back on her first serve.
now remember, the shoe was almost on the other foot a year ago. Martina was in a situation where she could have closed it out. Didn't. Chris won it.
That wind is really kicking up right now.
You can hear it.
Martina's balls are just stopping on the other side of the net.
Both of them being very cautious right now.
Yeah.
And that's out. Evert has the advantage. Their advantage just got slightly larger. Second serve. And a double fault ends it. Chris Evert defends her championship at the Virginia Slims of Houston with a straight set 6-love, 6-4 win over the world's #2 ranked Martina Navratilova. We'll be back with more from the Westside Tennis Club after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to present the tournament director of the Virginia Slims of Houston, Barbara Perry. Barbara.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's fun to be the director of this tournament. Chris and Martina enter every year. They reach the finals every year. They play incredible tennis, and a little more tennis history is made in Houston. So Chris and Martina, thanks for coming back.
World. But most importantly, we want to thank you, the tennis fans of Houston, for your support. Thank you. Well, if the matches that have been played this week are any indication, the race for the #1 spot in women's tennis for 1988 is going to be very, very interesting. Chris and Martina surely will be in the heat of the race. And Martina, tough match today, but as always, you played like the true champion that you are. On behalf of Toyota and Virginia Slims, I'm proud to present you a check for $22,500 as a singles runner-up. Congratulations.
I thank you for your kind words, but if I played like a champion, the score would not have been as it was. I really have to, this isn't to take nothing away from Chris. She played a terrific match, but I really, I'm still trying to figure out what happened tonight. Oh, that's right, so, today was, I don't know. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. It was so pitiful. But I hope that I'll do better next year. Anyway, I'd like to thank Toyota for being the presenter, as well as letting us drive those great cars around this week, and Virginia Slims for having been here for so many years. And I'd like to say sorry to all my supporters over there, especially Tim. This is not worth crying. No, I'm not going to run for president. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the winner's prize, the manager, marketing promotions of Virginia Slims, Ina Broman.
On behalf of Virginia Slims, I would like to take this opportunity to once more thank all of you, the fans. It has been your... If you could please come up. It was 18 years ago, we were privileged to have, through the strong work and the support of Joseph Coleman, our chairman of Philip Morrison's hard work of Gladys Hellman, that brought the first Virginia Slims series, which started here in Houston. Then the prize money, the check was $1,500. Well, we've come a long way, baby. And Chris, it is with great honor that I present to you today this check from Virginia Slims for $50,000. Sorry, for $50,000. Thank you, Chris.
I thought you were going to say $150,000. Anyway, thank you, Ina. Thank you to Virginia Slims for being our sponsor worldwide, and Toyota for being the sponsor this week. Barbara Perry, you did a great job as usual. You're one of the best promoters around. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank all of you for your support. I felt it all week. I don't know if you really, it was genuine, or you felt sorry for a 33-year-old out here. I don't know, but I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry Martina felt that she played pitiful today. I don't think she did in that second set. She had me running around there, but I don't think she should be too upset. She's won 5 tournaments this year, and she's currently the leader. So far this year, she's had the best year than Steffi or me, so I don't think she should be too upset. But anyway, I don't want to take anything away from her either, but I don't think I played too shabby out there, so. I'd just like to also thank Juan for hitting with me this week, and Andy for his great support, and all my relatives here in Houston, and I'd certainly love to come back next year. Thank you.
We'll be back with more from the West Side Tennis Club, where Chris Evert has won the singles championship for the Virginia Slims for 1988 after